Well, one of my executive coaching clients asked me this question last month. Can you turn an average performer into a high performer? Can you actually change people? He continued to elaborate and ask if an average performer can ever become a high performer. Now, I've witnessed leaders firsthand as they make remarkable transformations, and there are always many variables that are going to influence that outcome in a situation like this. Where I will focus on is highlight two things I know with certainty that can prevent any average performer from becoming a high performer. The first one is it depends on the way you see them. If you can't see a path for this person to be a high performer, then your confirmation bias will always keep them stuck in the average column and you create their ceiling because of your unwillingness and inability to inspire and develop them. You just won't do it because you've already etched a narrative about them that pollutes and prevents any growth or change from happening. Now, will everybody have the opportunity to be a linchpin in your business? Probably not. But what's the harm in treating everyone like they could be? I know there's a classic model of grading your A, B, C, and D team members. You're told to focus your attention on the B players to help them become A's. And if you have time, focus on the C's to see if you can help them become B's. Well, my challenge for you is to take responsibility and ask yourself, what have I done to allow those C's and D folks get there? In the way that I've hired, onboarded, maybe a lack of direction, poor expectations, and maybe I just haven't given them feedback. Once you take accountability for what you're responsible for, then you can remove the labels that you've given them and seek to reinvent their role and their abilities. It's simple, just not easy. If the first thing that's preventing them from changing is the way you see them, then the second thing that's preventing them from becoming a high performer can be the way that they see themselves. Some people simply can't see themselves as high performers, and some don't want it. If you as a leader are unable to unlock this internal desire, then no leadership voodoo, course correction, and inspirational efforts will change a thing. Great leaders that we work with find ways to inquire and see how much someone really desires to grow. Do they really want to be better? And really, are they hungry to learn? Do they have the humility to accept and apply the feedback that's given to them? It's really important to identify their hunger and humility. Otherwise, your efforts will be wasted if they simply don't want to be better. You can get great at feedback, but the world's best feedback and course correction will slip off any Teflon ego.